Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. Be at home, be safe. You know, nowadays coronavirus is increasing rapidly, so we should not touch anything unnecessary. We should not go outside unnecessary. Play indoor games. If you are touching anything, sanitize yourself. If you are not touching anything, then also sanitize yourself after few minutes. Okay. So today what we will learn? Today we will learn about the reproduction, the third chapter of science of our science book, that is reproduction. So do you know what is the meaning of reproduction? See, we are human and human produce human, that is because of reproduction. Cat produce kitten, dog produce puppy, cow produce baby cow, right? So all the living things produces their own kind, okay, and this is known as reproduction. Okay, so let's check it. Reproduction is the process by which living beings produces their own kind. By which what? By which living being produces their own kind. I told you now, like human produces human, and cow produces baby cow, dog produces puppy. So have you ever think why human does we never think, or we have noticed that human being never produces dog, or dog never produces kitten, right? So they produces their own kind, right? So the reproduction is the process by which living beings produces their own kind. Okay, it takes place in two different ways, that is by giving birth to baby, and the second was is laying egg. Okay, so there is two process. The first is by giving birth and second is laying egg. Giving birth means who give birth to their young ones, and laying egg means who lay eggs, and after some days the egg hatch and the baby came out. Okay, so you know, because of reproduction the life on earth exist. Okay, if reproduction will not be there, we all not be there. Okay, so see, all living things are born, grow as young and old, and later on die, right? All the living beings, for example human, animals, birds, insects, plants, right? We all born, first of all we all are very small, we all are born. After few days we grow as young, as old, and after few years we all die, right? Plant also die, insects also die, human also die, right? So we first born, then we grow. For example, see, you are in class 4, I am your teacher, so we are growing, so you are growing, I am also growing. After few years you will be a teacher, a doctor, engineer, anything, officer, army, police, and I'll be more old. After few years, after more few years, we all will die, right? So this is the life cycle. We born, grow as young and old, and later on we all die. This is life cycle. Okay, so all living things produces young ones like themselves, right? All living being produces young ones like themselves only, and by doing so we can save life on earth, right? In our Google Meet classes I told you that by reproduction what we can do, we can save life on earth. If there will be no reproduction, there will be no life, right? See, all living thing produces young ones of their own kind. Okay, all living things produces young ones of their own kind, and this process by which animal produces their own kind is called reproduction. So what is reproduction? All living things produce young ones of their own kind, and the process by which animal produce their own kind is called reproduction. So human beings give birth to babies, therefore human beings are called mammals. So what are mammals? Who are mammals? Who give birth, right? Who give birth are called mammals. So human beings also give birth to babies, right? We don't hatch, we don't lay eggs, so we all give birth to the babies, so we all are mammals. All animals do not reproduce in the same way. Okay, some animal give birth to young ones, whereas others lay eggs, okay, from which the young ones hatch out. So all the living beings, they do not reproduce in the same way. Some give birth to the babies, for example cat, dog, human, and some lay eggs from which young one hatch out. For example, see birds, she lay eggs, and after few days these eggs hatch and the baby came out. Okay, so let us learn about some common animal. So let us learn about common animals and their methods of reproduction. Okay, so what are the methods? There are two methods. We have learned earlier also. There are two methods. The first is by giving birth to the young ones, and the second one is by laying eggs. Okay, so first we will learn about the animal who give birth to their young ones. Okay, so now tell me, the animals who give birth to their young ones are called what? Are called what? Okay, what are mammals? Think, what are mammals? The animal who give birth to their young ones, right? Those are, or they are mammals. Okay, some animals give birth to young ones. For example, cats give birth to the kitten. Mother dogs give birth to puppies. So cute one, right? We all love puppies and kitten. The lion give birth to the young ones of their own kind. Cow, goat, horse, elephant, etc. also give birth to the young ones of their own kind. Okay, and the young ones of this animal develop inside the mother womb. You know, mother's womb, where we also develop in our what we say, in mother's stomach, right? So that's not stomach, that is mother's womb. Okay, so we all develop inside. So these all animals, the young ones of these animals develop inside the mother's womb. Okay, see, the cow's womb, the goat wombs. Okay, the animals which reproduces by giving birth to young ones of their own kind is called mammals. So what are mammals, or who are mammals? The animals who give birth to their young ones of their own kind. Okay, see, the lion has their baby lion, cow has also cow, and goat also has goat. So these are what? These are mammals. Okay, so they give birth to their young ones. Okay, now see, human beings are also mammals. We are also mammals, because we also give birth to our young ones, right? So all mammals have common features. So we all mammals have some common features. What are the features? The features are, mammals produces by giving birth. The first features what? Mammals giving birth to their young ones of their own kind. Okay. The second one is what? They have hair on their body, and this hair keep them warm, right? So second is what? We have hairs, right? Mammals have hair. You also have hairs on your body. See, cow has also hair on their body. Cat, dog, we have seen the hair on their body. Why? Because the hair keeps them warm. Okay. Next, mammals take care of their young ones, right? We have seen now, cow, dog, they take care of their babies, and our mother also take care of ourselves, of us, and they feed their young ones with their own milk. See this, right? So the mammals, they feed their young ones with their own milk. So they clean them, keep them warm, and protect them from enemies, right? So you know, other animals or other birds or insects, they harm their babies, so they protect them from the enemies. So these are the animals who harm, these are the enemies who harm the baby one. So the mammals, they take care of their baby, they keep them warm, protect them from the enemies, they clean them, okay, and feed them with their own milk. Now they are warm blooded, so their blood are warm and their body temperature remains constant. Okay. So you know, most mammals live on land. We all know that most mammals live on land, but some of the mammals are there who live on trees and water as well, you know. So some mammals live on land, but some of them, like monkey and squirrel, so they are arboreal. Arboreal means the animals who live on tree. Okay, who live on tree. So arboreal. So monkey and squirrel, they live on tree, so they are arboreal. They are also mammals, right? Bats that fly in the air are also mammals. Okay. Now some other animals like whales and dolphins, they live in water, and you know, even they look like fish. They look like fish, and they don't have hair on their body as well, but they are mammals. Okay, so what are mammals? Mammals means who give birth to their young ones, who take care of their baby, who feed their baby with their own milk, right? And most of the mammals live on land, but there are some mammals like monkey and squirrel, they are live on trees, means they are arboreal, but they are mammals. Bats that fly in the air are also mammals. Some other animals like whales and dolphins, we know that whales and dolphins, they live in water, and even they look like fish. They don't have hair on their body as well, but they are also mammals, right? So I hope you are clear with this, that water mammals, the mammals who give birth to their young ones. Reproduction means reproducers of their own kind, okay? And there are two types of reproduction. There are two ways of reproduction, by giving birth, that is mammals, and the second one is animals that lay eggs, right? So now we will learn about animals that lay eggs, okay? Let's see. So see, animals like fish, animals like fishes, birds, reptiles and insects, okay, usually reproduces by laying eggs. How they reproduce? They reproduce by laying eggs, okay, and these are called egg laying animals, okay. So the animals who lay eggs or who give birth by laying eggs are known as egg laying animals, okay. And who are the egg laying animals? Birds, fishes, reptiles and insects, okay. So let us study some of these animals, okay. First we will learn about birds. So we all love birds, right? Colorful, beautiful, chirping. When we listen their chirping in the morning, we feel so good, right? So birds such as crow, okay, sparrow, hen, eagle, etc. lay eggs. So what they do? They lay eggs, and birds lay eggs in their nest. See here, see, they are laying eggs in their nest, okay, and they protect their eggs from enemies, right? How they protect their eggs from enemies? By sitting on them, by caring on them. Mother birds sit on the eggs to keep them warm under her feathers, for hatching or for the hatching of the eggs. The eggs should be warm, okay. For that, mother birds sit on their eggs. We have seen you must have seen on like with the hen and all, they sit on their eggs, okay. For why? To keep them warm, okay. So after few days eggs hatch and the young ones come out, right? After few days what happened? The eggs hatch out and the eggs hatch and the young ones come out, right? How? Mother birds sit on the eggs. See, mother birds, they sit on the eggs to keep them warm under her feathers, okay. And after few days what happened? Eggs hatch and the young ones came out, right? Young ones come out, right? Once again, listen this carefully. How egg hatch? The mother birds sit on the eggs to keep them warm under her feathers, and after few days egg hatch and the young ones come out, right? The young ones do not have feathers. Say the young ones, they don't have feathers. They are so small, right? So they don't have feathers, and their eyes are also closed, right? Their eyes are also closed and they don't have feathers, right? So the mother birds feed them. Both mother birds and father birds birds take care of their baby birds, right? So mother birds feed them. How? They collect they collect the grains from the nearby area, and they feed them with their beak only, right? So they protect them from the sun, rain, cold and enemies. Mother bird and father bird both take care of their babies, and they protect them from sun, rain, cold and enemies. The parents birds look after their young ones till they learn to fly. When they learn to fly, the parents birds, they look after their young ones till when? Till they learn to fly. When they learn to fly and become strong enough to look after themselves, the parents birds leave them, okay. So parents bird, like mother bird and father bird, they look after their young ones till they learn to fly and become strong enough to look after and protect themselves, okay. So what we have learnt in bird? In bird we have learnt that crow. In bird we have learned that crow, sparrow, eagle, hen, they all are birds, and they lay eggs, right? Birds lay eggs in their nest and they protect their eggs from enemies, okay. Mother birds sit on their eggs to keep them warm. Why? Because for hatching the egg should be warm, okay. under her feeder. After few days, eggs hatch and the young ones come out. The young ones do not have feathers because they are so small, they don't have feathers, and their eyes are also closed, so the mother birds feed them. Both mother and father birds take care of their baby birds, and they take care up to when they learn to fly, become stronger enough to look after and protect themselves. Okay, mother bird and father bird, they protect themselves, they protect their baby bird from sun, rain, cold and enemies. Okay, clear? See, they're so cute, right? Now we will see about structure, how the egg look like. Okay, so structure of an egg. So eggs are usually oval or round shaped. So we have seen the egg usually that will be in oval or round shape, right? So eggs are usually oval or round and different in shapes and the sizes, right? We have seen some even color also, you know. Have you seen any birds eggs? Some birds eggs are of blue, light blue color, some of will be of orange color, right? And the egg of hen or duck are of white color, right? So they are of different size, that may be of a small size or big size, okay, and shape and the color. The most eggs are made of hard protecting covering area, that is, you know, this hard protecting covering area, that is this is called the outer shell. Okay, this is what? This is outer shell. Okay, this is what? This is outer shell. See in this picture? See in this picture? This hard covering area. Okay, this is what? This is outer shell. Okay, we have seen the egg, the white one, the outer side white one. Okay, so this protects the growing baby inside. What they does? They protect the, what this does? This protect the growing baby inside. Okay, within the shell there is a white thick liquid part. Okay, have you seen the white thick liquid part? When our mother when we eat egg, or when our mother is preparing for omelette, she just broke the egg, and what we have seen? A white liquid part, right? Or the boiled egg also, we have seen the white part. That is what? That is albumin. That is what? That is albumin. Okay, so within the shell there is a white thick liquid part, that is egg white, which has a yellow part in the center. You know, in center we have seen the yellow part, right? So the white part is called albumin. So the white one is called albumin, right? This one is called albumin, right? And the yellow part is called yolk. This yellow one is called yolk. Okay, this yellow one is called yolk. We have seen in the center there is a yellow part, that is called, this yellow part is called yolk. Okay, this yellow part is called yolk. Okay, I hope you are clear with this. This is yolk. This is what? This is yolk, and the white part is albumin. Okay, the white part is called albumin, right? So the eggs, the structure of eggs is what? Eggs are usually oval or round and different in shape and size. Most eggs are made of hard protecting covering area, that is outer shell. Okay, and within the shell there is a white liquid thick part, which is called egg white, which has a yellow part in the center. The white part is called the albumin. The white part is called the albumin, and the yellow part is called yolk. It stores food for the growing baby. You know, it stores food from for the growing baby or embryo. You know, embryo means the growing baby, right? The unborn baby who is inside their mother wombs or inside the egg. Okay, that are embryo. So it stores food for baby bird or the embryo. The growing baby bird uses the yolk as its food. You know, growing baby bird who is inside the egg, it uses the yolk as their food. Okay, clear? Now, and we all love eating eggs, right? The non-vegetarian one, not vegetarian one. Okay, let's see. So how embryo develops into a baby. Embryo means the unborn baby who is inside their mother womb or the egg. Okay, so they are what? How they develop. Okay, embryo, how they develop. And one more thing, you know, ostrich is the largest egg of this world. Ostrich is the largest egg. Okay, so because ostrich also ostrich egg is the largest egg of the largest egg, because ostrich is the largest bird. Okay, now see, the embryo develop into a baby. How See, the embryo develops into a baby only if the egg is kept warm. I told you now. Why? To keep the why mother birds sit on their baby, or sorry, why mother birds sit on their eggs? To keep them warm. Why? Because the egg or the embryo develops into a baby only when the egg is kept warm, right? When the egg is kept warm. This explains why do birds sit on their eggs in the nest. I told you now why the birds sit on their eggs in the nest. Birds have to sit on their eggs for some days before they hatch. Okay, before they hatch means before the egg hatch and the baby come out. Okay, so let us see about the fish. Now we will see about the fish. Okay, so fish. A fish lays egg in water. Where fish lays egg in water? Because fish lives in water only. So the eggs of a fish are called spawn. The eggs of a fish is called what? Spawn. Okay. Out of thousand of eggs, only a few hundred develop into small fishes. You know, the fish, the egg lays thousands. The number of eggs are thousands, more than thousands. You know, but only few hundreds are developed into fishes. Okay. Many eggs of small fishes eaten by the big fishes. You know, the eggs which are laid by fishes, they are eaten by the big fishes. Okay, they are eaten by the big fishes, right? So the eggs of fish is called spawn, and out of the thousand the fish, you know, the fish lays thousand of eggs, but only 100 are developed into small fishes, because the many eggs of the small fishes are eaten by the big fishes. Okay, now we will check about snake, turtle, lizard and crocodile. Okay, how their eggs and how they develop into baby. Okay, so reptiles like snake, turtles, lizards and crocodile. Reptile means who move with their body. Okay, so they lay eggs on the ground. Where they lay eggs? On the ground. Okay, their eggs are protected by the shell. They have also shell. See the white covering area, these are also shell, and the eggs are warmed by the heat of the sun. You know, as we studied about the bird, how they keep them egg warm by sitting on them. And reptiles like the snake, lizard, turtles and crocodile, they warm their eggs by the heat of the sun. Okay, by heat of the sun. Okay, so the shell of their eggs are not very hard. Their cells are not very hard. They are mostly like jelly type. Okay, most of these animals most of these animals do like snake, not care for their eggs or babies. Some of these are eaten by other animals. You know, some reptiles like snake, they don't care about their baby or eggs, they just leave them like that only. Okay, and some of the babies or eggs are eaten by other animal. Okay, so snake, lizard and turtles, crocodile. Okay, so where they lay eggs on the ground. The eggs are protected by outer covering area, that is shell. The eggs are warmed by the heat of the sun. Okay, the shell of the eggs are not very hard. Most of these animals do not take care of their baby or their egg. Okay, and some of these egg are eaten by other animal. You know, snake, they eat their own baby or they eat their own egg. Okay, now see next. Now we will see about the frogs. So how frogs lay eggs? Frogs also lay eggs. Frogs also lay eggs. See the egg of the frog. See the egg of the frog. Okay, so frogs also lay eggs. They shed their eggs in water and take care of their babies for some time. So where they shed eggs? They shed their eggs in water, and you know their eggs look like very small, and the baby also, they look like a small fishes. So they shed their eggs in water and take care of their babies for some time. Frogs hatch into tadpole, and tadpole grows into frog. So you know, eggs, there are many eggs. Frog shed many eggs in the water. These eggs develop into tadpole. It looks like a small fish. See, this is looking like a small fish, and this tadpole after some time or some month develop into baby frog. We can see this process is called metamorphosis. Okay, so this frog has tail, but the adult one has no tail. Okay, so after some days this develop into an adult frog. Okay, so What we have learnt about frogs? Frogs lay eggs, they shed their eggs in water and take care of their babies for some time. Okay, after the eggs, frogs eggs hatch into tadpole. See, this is the egg. After some time it's hatch into a tadpole. After some days it develops into an adult frog. Okay, now see next one. So what we have learnt? We have learnt in fish that the egg of the fish is called spawn, and the baby of or the young one of frog is called tadpole. Okay, now we'll see about the insects. Okay, now insects. So all insects develop from eggs. All the insects, they develop from eggs. Okay, and some insects like grasshopper and cockroach pass through 3 stages. So there are 3 stages for grasshopper, cockroach, and even for butterfly they have 4 stages. Okay, grasshopper, cockroach, they have passed through 3 stages in their life cycle. Okay, they have 3 stages. You know, first they are in egg, then their baby one is completely look different from the adult one. Okay, so in this case the baby which comes out of an egg differs very little from insects. What I told you? I told you that the baby one looks completely or little bit different from the adult one. Okay, for example, see, this is the cockroach, but the baby one of the cockroach looks completely different. If you will see about the butterfly, see, the baby of the butterfly is looking like a worm, but it's insects, beautiful insects, right? So it is called nymph. What? The baby of the young one of cockroach is called nymph. Okay, nymph. The nymph shades its skin. This process by which baby insect shades their skin before they grow into adults is called molting. The nymph means this one, the shades their its skin, and this process by which it shades their skin is called molting. Okay, so what is molting? The process by which the nymph shed their skin before they grow into adult is called molting. Okay, after molting several times a nymph becomes an adult, means cockroach, right? After molting several times a nymph becomes an adult, that is cockroach. See, the cockroach, this is the cockroach, lay eggs, right? We have seen that the eggs of the cockroaches looks very dark brown color, we can say, or dark red color. After some days, when the egg hatch, the nymph comes out. That is the baby cockroach, the name of the baby cockroach is nymph. Okay, after shedding many times, they shed their skin many times. Okay, they develop into an adult cockroach. Okay, this happens with the grasshopper as well. So grasshopper as well. So this is called the 3 stages life cycle. Okay, see, the first stage, second stage, and this is the 3 stage. Okay, now some insects like housefly and butterfly also, you know, have you seen butterfly and housefly? Butterfly looks so beautiful, but housefly is so some insects like butterfly and houseflies also pass through the 4 stages in their life cycle. See, the life cycle of butterfly. This is the life cycle of butterfly. They pass through the 4 stages in their life cycle. Okay, so in their cases, the young ones which hatch out of the eggs are quite different from the adult insects. See, the young ones. This is the caterpillar, which looks completely different from the butterfly. Right? This looks completely different. Now, this look more like worms than insects. See, this is looking like worms. Than insects. So this form is called larva. This is called larva. This stage is called larva, and the larva of the butterfly is known as caterpillar. Okay, the larva of the butterfly is known as caterpillar, as the larva of the cockroach is known as nymph, and the larva of the frog is known as tadpole. Okay, so the larva of the butterfly is known as caterpillar. The larva of the housefly is called maggots. Okay, the larva of the housefly is called maggots. So, and those of the butterflies are called caterpillar. I told you, right? The larva feeds and grow rapidly. The larva means this caterpillar maggots. They feeds and grow rapidly, means very fast. After some time, it covers itself in a cocoon. They cover itself in a cocoon, and this stage is known as pupa. Right? They cover itself in the cocoon. Okay, so finally the pupa burst and the adult insects come out. So when it burst, the adult insects, that is the butterfly or the housefly, they come out. Okay, so parents insect do not look after their young ones. The parents insect, they don't take care of their young ones. Okay, so what we have learnt? We have learnt about the 4 stages life cycle of butterfly, right? What we have learnt, that butterfly lay eggs. After sometimes when the egg hatch, the caterpillar come out. Okay, the larva of the butterfly came out, which is known as caterpillar. Okay, after some years the caterpillar cover itself in cocoon, that is known as pupa. This stage is known as pupa. After pupa burst, the butterfly, that is the adult one, came out. Okay, come out. So parents insects do not look after their young ones. Okay, clear with this? Now, so we are finished with this chapter. So what we have learnt in this chapter? We have learnt about the reproduction. What is reproduction? By which the living beings produces. Okay, by which the living beings reproduces their own kind. So there are two different ways. There are two different ways of reproduction. The first is by giving birth, and the second one is laying egg. Okay, the animal who give birth are known as mammals. We have learnt about the mammals. See, we have learnt about the mammals and the features of the mammals as well, right? What are the features? They give birth to their young ones. They feed their baby with their own milk. Okay, they clean them, they keep them warm. Okay, and then we have learnt about the egg-laying animals, where we have learnt that egg-laying animals like birds, they lay eggs on the nest, and they keep their baby eggs warm by sitting on them. After some days, when the egg hatch, the baby come out, and the parents bird, they take care of their baby till then their baby start flying. Okay, after that what we have learnt? We have learnt about the structure of an egg. What we have learnt? That they have different shape, different color, different sizes. Okay, the outer covering area is called the outer shell. The white part is called albumen. The yellow part is called yolk. Okay, the yellow part, the growing baby use the yellow part, that is yolk, as their food. Okay, then we have learnt about the embryo into develops. How the embryo develops into baby? The birds, they keep their baby warm, because for developing into a baby, egg should be warm. That is why the birds, they sit on their baby to keep them warm, and after some days egg hatch and the baby bird came out. Okay, come out. Then we have learnt about fish. Fish lay eggs in the water, and the eggs of a fish are called spawn. Out of thousands of eggs, the only 100 of eggs develop into small fishes. Why? Because the big fishes, they eat the eggs of the small fishes. Then we have learnt about the snake, turtle, lizards and crocodile. Okay, so they are what? They are reptiles, and they lay eggs on the ground. Okay, their eggs are protected by the shell. Their eggs are warmed by the heat of sun. They don't care of their baby or their eggs. Okay, and some of these are eaten by other animals. Then we have learnt about frogs. Frogs lay eggs in water. After some days, those eggs hatch and the tadpole came out. The young one of frog is known as tadpole. Okay, so after some days, tadpole develop into a adult one. Okay, the adult frog. Okay, then after that what we have learnt? We have learnt about the insects. Insects have 3 stages or 4 stages, like the grasshopper and cockroach. They have 3 stages life cycle. For example, for example, the cockroach lay eggs, and when the eggs hatch, the nymph or the larva of the adult cockroach, that is nymph, come out. After shedding many times, the nymph, they shed their skin. After shedding many times, they develop into an adult cockroach, and this process is known as molting. Okay, and this happens with the grasshopper as well. Then we have seen about the butterfly and the housefly. The larva of the butterfly is known as caterpillar, and the larva of the housefly is known as maggots. Okay, so butterfly lay eggs. After the hatching of the eggs, the larva or the caterpillar came out. The larva covered itself in a cocoon, that is pupa, and after the pupa, when the pupa bursts, the adult butterfly come out. Okay, so Then this much only. So what we have learned? We have learned about how reproduction is important on earth, how reproduction happens, and what are the methods are there, and reproduction is very much important. Why? To save life on earth. Okay, so this much for today.